Hey, what's up everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, talking all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. So this latest kick that I'm on is called The Animal Years, and these are all songs about animals, or using animals as metaphors for something deeper. So thus far this week we have looked at the song Monkey in a Suit and Tie by 8 Ball Aiken. We looked at Honky Cat by Elton John, and now we are going to close out this week's set of vlogs by looking at Two Birds by Lori McKenna. So before I dive into the details about this song, I want to point out that Lori McKenna was part of the writing team that came up with the song Girl Crush, which for my money is one of the most clever commercial songs to come out of Nashville in the last handful of years. So when I discovered this song, I was thrilled because it's a whole different skill to be able to write for yourself versus writing to fit someone else's sound. I actually, on that topic, saw Sarah Buxton years ago, and she played Stupid Boy and Put You in a Song, which she wrote for and with Keith Urban. Put You in a Song she wrote with him. But then she has a whole album called Not My Record, or Almost My Record, I think is what it's called. And it's got some phenomenally good songs on there. So she can do both, but not everybody can. And so just wanted to throw that out there as a whole different thing. But anyway, lyrically, Two Birds tells the story of two different women who were with the same guy. As we know from almost every sitcom school dance episode, this isn't going to end well for anybody. The song compares, or more accurately contrasts, the two, as one of them was married to the guy and the other was his mistress. The interesting thing is, until you hear about the way that they got treated in the chorus, you have no way of knowing which one it was. The first verse says, one wore a red dress, wild one from out west, didn't waste a minute with her heart. The other was a bluebird, careful with her sweet words, unless she let you hold her in the dark. The pre-chorus then references his silver-tongued pickup lines and how that led them easily into the cage. In the chorus, you start to see the disparity between the two. One got a diamond, the other got a hotel room. One got a promise, the other got to say I do. Then the commonalities come back in. Both up so high till they met one night. His name came up and they both fell from the sky. Two birds, one stone. There's some fantastic imagery in here while still not feeling like a metaphor is being rammed down our throats. But maybe my favorite line is the phrasing of one got a promise, the other got to say I do. And when you say I do at your wedding, it's called a vow. And another word for a promise is a vow. But she's very careful not to say the person getting married was promised anything. She just got to say I do. Did he? Different question that never gets answered. So, did he? He said I do, but he really didn't. There's also one final line at the end of the song that says, he'll roll along, we all know we will, find another set of wings on some windowsill, two birds, one stone. The bridge to a different song, Before He Cheats, says I might have saved a little trouble for the next girl, but this song clearly is just a lamentation. The narrator has no confidence that by singing this song, her ex won't strike again, and the circular nature of the tune is absolutely terrific in that particular regard. Now I say her ex, but I'm talking about, the two people's ex, because there's no indication that this is actually her, since the whole thing is sung in third person. But melodically the song is played with the capo on the 3rd fret and uses D, C5, and G throughout the entire song. Relative to the capo, this is a 1-7-4 progression with the song in F major and drop D tuning. As we talked about in the lyrics section, there's no resolve to the predicament, so having sections end on the four chord is especially fitting. Instrumentally, the song uses piano, acoustic guitar, and drums. I'm not entirely sure why, but I remember the melody being faster the first time I listened to the song. The only reason why I bring that up is because it actually works better as a slower tune, as it forces you to sit with the lyrics and wait to see what happens, even though you know it's not going to end well for the main characters in the song. So structurally, the song uses a simple verse, chorus, solo ending format. I love the choice to end on this ending. I know that sounds funny, rather than ending on the chorus, because everything about the two has already been put out there. You could argue that about the second chorus too, but the second verse has more contrasts between the two women, so it's a nice thing to drive home their differences while talking about their commonality, that they were both struck by the same guy. So you can listen to Two Birds below. It is linked in the description of this video. I'm Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you check out all of my other vlogs right here on YouTube, as well as all of my blogs, which can be found on the Memphis Songwriters Association website. Thank you so much.